Tuuli, can you switch on your video and
Yes.
microphone?
Okay.
Okay.
You can hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
Presentation.
Okay, we see your screen. Go ahead.
Okay. So hello everyone. I'm Tuuli Oksanen. I'm a development coordinator at TAC, Tampere Adult Education Center in Finland. I want to introduce our game, which is a QR code track. This is a game we've originally developed for developing our own personnel's digital competence. It's a game that is based on experimentation. It's a team-based, shared developing model. The idea of this game was to lower the threshold of trying out new digital tools and methods. It is, as I said, team-based, and the model can be modified and adjusted according to the situation and according to the need. But this is what we've tried with our own staff and with our networks. So the QR code track, the idea is that you have a certain amount of checkpoints in the track, and the teams go around the track and visit the checkpoints. So the rules of the game, you can have, for example, from 3 to 5 different function points or mini workshops, whatever you want to call them. Each function point has its own theme and a task. And also you have 3 to 5 teams, so as many teams as many function points. And each team visits each function points according to a pre-designed schedule, and they spend about 15 to 20 minutes at one function point. The time they spend at a specific function point depends on how long you have time to play the game. The idea of the game is that when a team arrives at a function point, they find a QR code, they open up the QR code, and they find their first task. The task can be anything. Usually it is something that it's a problem that the team needs to solve together. They need to complete the task within that given time and complete it as well as they can. Or alternatively, instead of a task that they solve at that checkpoint, the QR code can open up a problem where the correct answer leads the team to the next function point. And the tasks can be anything you think of. So creativity, and the game we've played in TAC has been focusing on digital tools and methods. So all the tasks have been related to digital tools. The tasks we've used are, for example, that the team has to download WhatsApp on their mobile phones and send a message to the facilitator. The team could be asked to start an online meeting with Skype, for example, and ask the facilitator to join the meeting. One task has been to watch a video using the VR glasses and then answer questions related to the video. Or it could be a task where the participants are asked to make their own video, for example, using the green screen technique. So whatever the theme is in your game, you design the tasks related to the theme. You can play the game in one large space, but we prefer that the game is played so that each function point is in a different space. Teams circulate the checkpoints, and then if you want to add a little excitement, you can have prizes for the team that does the best time or has the best answers. Or you can have a variation of the game where you have the game is presented as a map, and everyone, the teams use the map to find the QR codes. So you can have very many variations of the game depending on the time available, the subject, and so on. We've had really good feedback from this game from our teachers. They said that the game-based way of learning about new digital tools has been really fun, and it has lowered the threshold for them to then try out these tools and methods later on themselves. It's pretty much the idea, and we are happy to give more information about our experimentations.
Thank you, Tuuli. The first question comes to my mind is, can you share shortly how the support system is organized in your institution to help teachers to develop this kind of multimedia, especially if it's related to virtual reality? I can imagine it's quite expensive and requires some skills. So do you have a separate department who takes care of this support, or how it's done?
Well, we do have an IT department that supports us, the teachers, but we do a lot of experimentations in different projects. So the projects are a very good way of experimenting, and then based on the results of the experiments, we choose the ones that we can actually continue after the project. And we encourage our teachers to share and develop together. So we always find someone, for example, now we have a few people who have learned a lot about the VR glasses and their use, and they share their knowledge with the other teachers. So the working together and sharing the experimentations is really effective. And of course, yeah, the VR glasses are really expensive, but we're hoping that the prices go down and we can utilize them more later on.
Yes, they are both expensive, the glasses itself, and also expensive to produce the multimedia for those glasses. So it's at least in KTU, we really find it challenging to find the, especially when having the faculty of informatics with all the specialists who make even the research in augmented reality, in virtual reality, it's difficult to attract people to do these practical things to assist teachers in developing something useful for the learning process. So, but it's just from our experience. Okay, do we have any other questions to Tuuli? Maybe we move to other speakers because the time is running. We have two more